Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter number 4, Shloka number 5. Shri Bhagavan uvācha bahūni me vyatītāni janmāni tava chārjuna tānyahaṁ veda sarvāṇi na tvaṁ vettha parantapa. Supreme Lord Shri Krishna says, many births of mine have passed as well as yours, O Arjuna. I know them all, but you know them not, O scorcher of foes. Here we find Shri Krishna trying to explain how he was the very infinite in his real nature, and that he had himself in the very beginning of creation given out Brahma Vidya to Sun God. In this section we find an exhaustive discussion of the theory of incarnation or avatara, so famous in our Pauranika literature. The infinite Lord as the total cause of the universe often has come down to express in the manifested world to serve the creatures and set the rhythm of life for the purposes of directing and hastening the great, grand, general evolution. This is his divine function as the sole protector of the world of beings. The Supreme, identifying with the limited microcosm, is the jiva, individualized ego, you and I. The same supreme consciousness functioning through the totality, the macrocosmic world, is God, Ishvara. Ishvara, the Lord, and Jiva, the personalized man, are both of the same substance, the Supreme Brahman. The difference, Ishvara is the Lord of Maya and Jiva is subject to Maya. Ishvara incarnates himself by controlling Maya for the purpose of establishing Dharma in the world, but Jiva is born again and again to work out on his own karma under the power and control of Maya. Since the Lord is the Lord of Maya, he knows all his incarnations from the beginning of creation, whereas the Jiva forgets them by the deluding power of Maya. On account of avidya, man's knowledge is confined to the present life only. Normally, human beings have such a strong identification with their body that it restricts their ability to remember what occurred in another body. Shri Krishna could recall what happened in all his births because he did not have any identification to his body, and therefore he is not restricted by its limitations. Arjuna is a limited human being and knows only experiences that come from conditioned consciousness. Similarly, each one of us must have lived through many embodiments, experiences, and we are each today the product of all that we had gone through and reacted with. Not a single mortal embodiment can be the result of sheer accident. Every man comes to the field of the world only as a result of his evolutionary progress, even according to Darwinian theory. Each embodied life indicates a long autobiography of that ego. In each life, as soon as the ego expresses itself in its given field of activity, it fortunately forgets the entire past and carries with it only a distant flavor or vasana thereof. But a mastermind like Lord Sri Krishna, in his divine omniscience, understands that both he and Arjuna had been through many vicissitudes of existence, and that I know them all while you know them not. Hari Om. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.